Is Magic the Gathering worse than meth? You tell me, you decide. Some people say that it is. We have the New Zealand Herald here. Magic addiction worse than meth. Welcome in, much love. Trav here. Spend all your money on magic cards. It's gonna make your life way, way better. Just trust me. Trust Wizards of the Coast. Put all your love in Marrow. Ian Duke knows what he's doing. Give him your money. Buy Hasbro stocks, buy magic cards, base your financial future on it, drop out of college, pursue pro magic. It's a better life, it's a better lifestyle. Do what you really want to do. Chase your dreams, kids. Chase your dreams. You too can do what I do, travel the world and play a card game. Not a children's card game, a card game for grown men with money and debt to throw thousands and thousands at this. So, let's take a scroll through here. The magic addiction worse than meth. Shout out to Brian Brown doing MTG world champion. What's up, my guy? I don't know why you're the face of this right now. I guess you're the face of magic because you're the world champion. But let's take a scroll through the article. Fans under the spell of a fantasy card game are flinging thousands of dollars at the hobby for a winning edge. So far, true. Thousands of dollars on coaching in the mastermind. Unfortunately, only hundreds. Got to raise my rates. Right, market research right now. $10,000 a session, new price point. Electrician apprentice Ash Harrison, 19, started playing at Auckland's Armageddon Expo 3 years ago, and then since then has spent about $3,000 on magic cards. So far, I don't see a problem. I'm impressed that 19 years old, you have that kind of disposable income. Although 3 years, $3,000, 36 months, that's like $100 a month. That's really not excessive to me if you're a hobbyist. $100 a month, that's what, $3 a day? Most people spend that on Starbucks coffee. Is Starbucks coffee worse than meth? You tell me. Launched in '93, Magic the Gathering has more than 20 million players worldwide. A game of Magic involves 2 or more players who are engaged in a battle acting as powerful wizards. Planeswalkers, buddy, planeswalkers. True though, powerful wizards. I am a powerful wizard, Travis Wizard. Welcome in, much love, Travis Wizard here. Welcome in, much love, Travis Wizard here. Welcome in, much love. Using cards which they can buy online or from gaming stores. Harrison said every dollar was worth it. Oh my God, he sounds like such an addict. Denial, right? He needs to join this 12-step program and hand his life over to a higher power, because right now it just sounds like denial, that it was worth it. Every dollar was worth it. I fell in love with the cards and bettering myself at the game. Spending the money flew by. I didn't realize how much money I had spent until I looked back and did the math, he said. And it was about $3,000, which again, over 3 years, $100 a month on your hobby. I don't see the problem right now. I don't know much about meth, and we'll get into that, because we have to do the meth comparison, apparently. It's not is magic good or bad, is it better or worse than meth? That's the discussion today. Working full-time and living with his parents allowed Harrison to fund his hobby. Nice, man, congrats. This sounds like a success story to me so far. Multiple generations under one roof, and we've got a 19-year-old kid actually working full-time instead of leeching off of society. Jesus. Taking out more and more debt. So far, I like what I'm hearing. I'm impressed by Harrison. Harrison, buddy, we got a mastermind coaching opening for you. Yeah, apply, link below somewhere. I saw someone pass the guy over the counter $1,600, counting out in $100 bills. He turned to me and said, "It becomes worse than meth, mate. Don't do it." Okay, I get it now. I get the headline. So I don't know many New Zealanders, shout out to Zen, Takahashi, Jason Chung, etc. But I've spent some time with Aussies, Australians. We've got some in the mastermind. Sometimes I do some surf tourism, and there's a lot of Aussies who do that. The Australian sense of humor is very outrageous. It is loud, it's boisterous, you know. They like to call each other cunts. They think that's endearing and fun. A little bit different, but I don't have a problem with that. And totally an Aussie, or I suppose New Zealand thing to say, yo, bro, it's worse, it becomes worse than meth. Mate, don't do it. He says, mate, worse than meth, mate. Classic, right? But this somehow becomes the headline. Worse than meth. It's like you take a Desolator Magic quote and then write a New York Times article on that. Come on. With cards worth up to $400, Harrison said Magic was built on paying to win. False. Cards are worth up to $10,000, $100,000, Black Lotus. Although the issue, that's not even true though. If you look at pay to win, in terms of actual format, standard and modern, you don't have a card worth more than like max $100. I guess playset 400. Although true, Magic is built on pay to win. That's 100% true. Although the nice thing is there's a cap. Once you have like $1,000 invested for the week, all you can do is foil the shit out, and that's optional. So it's pay to win a little bit, but not that much. If you have the money to spend, you can definitely come out with a bigger advantage. Okay. Well, that's a bit rough as I just stepped in some literal dog shit right now. I'll tell you what's worse than meth right now is what I just did. Stepped in some dog shit and in sandals and just put the sandals so it's on my skin right now. Jesus. Try to extract this. Gonna have to walk home. Wipe the shit off. Wash this shit. It's not that bad. It's in between my toes. God. This is one of the worst things that's ever happened in my entire life. As we turn around here, okay, so for the next 3 minutes, you're gonna pretend that didn't happen. I'm gonna pretend that didn't happen. As we turn around here, head back home. Jesus, that's not even possible to do. Okay, if you have the money to spend, you can definitely come out with a big advantage. Pay to win game, but that's why they have different game formats. It's wet. All right, well, I don't have any open wounds. Well, I do, but it's a few inches away, so it should be all right. God damn it. Definitely pay to win game. That's why they have different game formats and restrictions that really hold people back, give a lot more room for creativity to breathe. That's true. There's different price points. You can draft for $15. It doesn't have to be expensive. Since his first burst of paying the big bucks of the game, Harrison now only plays as a hobby. I sort of lost all that fire as I got older and couldn't afford as much money as I wanted on cards. What are you talking about, bro? How are you getting older and you can't afford as much? You're 19. You don't have a family yet, it doesn't say. You're still working full time. You got plenty to spend. Bro, do it. Unlike all other invested, Franklin Dennis, 20, was introduced to Magic when his friends brought cards to school one day in year 10. He's been playing ever since and said spending money on the trading game was just like any other hobby. Although I only spend $50 a year, like how is that? What does that even mean? You draft 3-4 times a year? Or you buy like half a box once a year? Like, I know people spend upwards of $1,000 to $2,000 in some formats. I think it's a little ridiculous. Hasbro's 2013 fiscal report showed the trading game has grown substantially in recent years. Profits rose 182% between 2009 and 2014. That's what's up. So when was this article written? Thursday, April. Why are you looking at 2014? There's financial reports out from this year. Okay. All right. Take a step back right now. Magic addiction worse than meth? That's a true quote from an Australian who said that as he's spending 16. It's funny, right? We get it. But let's analyze this realistically. I guess I don't know because I've never tried meth. I don't know if it's bad. I hear it's a good pick-me-up, energy. You know, you don't have time to sleep. You need to study all night. I hear it's good. I heard that. Give you a nice boost. For sports, it's a good sports performer. Better than caffeine. True or false, what you think? I don't know, what's the cost of it? Is it real expensive? Is it cheap? I guess I just can't judge because I haven't done it, you know. Don't knock it till you try it is what they say, and that's definitely true in this case. But I'll tell you, as far as magic goes, it is very expensive, and that's the whole point. But like, whatever, what's the issue with that? Money is meant to be spent, you know. The whole point of making money is to spend that money, and the more you can spend, the more fun. And especially when it comes to magic, it's fun to pull out $1,000 deck, you know. I just went to the post office 2 days ago to mail my living end deck back to the guy who loaned it to me, and I threw in an expedition pithing needle and a blood moon, and the post office says, value of this, $50 or more. It's a tiny little box. I'm like, more. He's like, how much approximately? I'm like, 1,000, probably, maybe 1,000. He's like, you know, his eyes. I'm like, can I take out on the tracking info? What's the safest way to ship this, you know? It's a way to show how big your dick is in magic. Foil it out, spend a bunch, make it rain, man. It's not for everyone. It's not for little kids. It's for people with money, moolah, baby. So I don't see what the big issue is. Meth. Maybe it's better than meth. Maybe it's worse than meth. Although I will say this. Realistically, as almost home, thank God, Jesus Christ. This is yuck. There are people who have a big problem with the game and spending. I don't think it's the game. I think it's some people are just stupid financially. You know, if they weren't spending all their money on magic cards, they would spend it all on tattoos, or they would spend it all on some dumbass shit. That's just a common thing. People have financial problems. So I don't think magic is to blame for that. Just like a lot of people have drug problems. Is the problem the drug, or is the problem how people react to it? You tell me. And realistically, what do you think? Magic better or worse than meth? According to this Australian dude who was spending $1,600 on a modern, probably a foil Jund deck. He's probably in MTG Jund City. He turns to him and says, it's literally worse than meth, mate. And he literally said that, literally. And somehow it becomes the title, cross here, somehow it becomes the title of a New Zealand article. And I get it why. You're a journalist, fake news, you're paid to get clicks, as I'm here in DC. Fake news central. Wow. And you're just trying to get clicks, and got to give it to this journalist. They've got it going on. They get it. They figured it out. They broke the format. You make an outrageous title, and you get paid. And here's the thing about this article is he doesn't even, once you read the article, you're not even mad. I expected to come to this article and be all pissed off because, oh my God, they're saying it's worse than meth. Actually, the writer didn't say that. He just quoted some Aussie bloke, mate, who just said, yo, it's worse than meth, mate. Don't do it. Hilarious. All right, well, what you think? Holler at me in the comments. Oh shit, I just crossed the street on the wrong side. Headed the wrong way here. Well, the good news is it's dried between my toes, so. Moral of the story, kids, is don't wear flip-flops. Don't wear flip-flops in the city. That's the moral of the story. Don't do magic, it's literally worse than meth. And by the way, for those of you who are like, all right, so I've got all this money, I'm trying to spend as much as possible on magic. I buy 4 cases of all the new sets. I have complete legacy, modern collections. I have a foil deck of all the decks. Talk to me. You want some one-on-one coaching? I don't do it for just about anyone, even the mastermind. It's mostly group because ain't nobody got time for that, and I'm not trying to extract the maximum. But if you're trying to spend the maximum, hit me up. Let's schedule some one-on-one sessions. I'll go out of my way to make it happen. I'm really fucking busy though, so it's only gonna be you. You get to feel real special though, because it's literally just you. No one else in here is getting that good shit. So that's a way to spend more if that's your goal. And again, it's not bad to spend more. That's the whole point of money, is to spend it, not to hoard it. It's called currency for a reason. It's supposed to flow like waterfall. It's not supposed to get stagnant and dam it up, right? So that's what's up, and that's the game plan. If you're trying to spend more, hit me up, and I'll make it. I'm telling you, this shit's better than meth. It feels way, way better than meth, the top deck. The planes, the cast planar outburst versus your band company opponent who's holding up spell queller and can't counter your 5-drop. And that just put you in top 8 of the GP, and now you're going to Hawaii, now you're going to Ireland, now you're going to Mexico. Literally way, way better than meth. So that's my worse than meth. You're acting like meth's a bad thing. Meth's a great thing. Okay. Almost done distracting myself from the real issue here, which is, for those of you who made it to the end, thank you for being with me today. I got much love, and it'll all be okay. As I clean my feet here, it's challenges, baby. Inspiration for you. Just work through challenges, work through the pain, and the literal dog shit. So, what do you think about this? I think it's hilarious. Peace.